Welcome. My name is Michael Alf. I'm author and creator of the Virtual Summit Formula and host of the Discipline Disruption podcast. That's where I bring together some of the most brilliant minds to discuss topics at the intersection between digital disruption and personal transformation and help you to thrive in today's fast-changing world. I'd like to talk about books. So I've published a number of books, both for myself, like the Virtual Summit Formula, Your Firm Everywhere Now, Build to Grow, but also for my clients, like Digital Disruption in Australia and others. So I wonder, have you ever thought about writing a book? Maybe you've started writing a book or scribbling the book or scribbling a structure, but you've never completed it. Or somebody told you have a book in your head. You have a book in yourself. And you said, well, you're probably right. Yeah, I know so much, I have so much experience, but I don't know how to do it. Well, this is how a lot of people feel. I read a statistic that 80% of the people in the United States want to write a book, which is a staggering number. And the same applies for other countries like Australia and Europe and so on. So what's so different about a book? And when I talk about a book, I mean a physical book, something which you have in your hands and not a Kindle book or a PDF online, because there's a huge difference. What is the difference? Well, with a physical book, it helps you actually positioning yourself as an expert. It is something you can give away. You can hand over like a physical business card. It makes a huge difference in meetings. Or imagine yourself speaking in front of an audience, let's say 50, 100, 200 people. And at the end, you say, by the way, for each of you, I have a copy of my latest book and I can give you even an autograph if you like. Obviously, you can also sell it. But actually what we see more and more is you use the book as a positioning tool for you to position yourself as an expert. And you give that away and you use that as a lead generation tool. I just would like to give you two examples of people I know, and there's actually dozens and dozens of people. Just give me two examples. One, she is a balloon artist, so it's kind of these Luftballons, air balloons. You can hear my German. And so she actually wrote a book, The Balloon Artist. And it was staggering and impressive what happened then. She got actually television appointments, and more than one in the United States, where she was able to present her book and she really elevated her status. She got more money for her gigs, she was more in demand, and she was able actually to position other topics as well. Fascinating. Another one of my clients, Stuart Clark, he's a business coach. And so we published his book. It's not about what you make, it's what you keep. Fascinating book where he summarized his knowledge, how to skyrocket your family-owned business. Great book. He positioned the book, which he's selling now regularly and positioning at networking events and others. And it helps him to generate new leads, new opportunities, but also kind of positioning him as an expert in a field. So the way how he's using it, saying he talks to John and about his business, and then John explains his challenges and so on, and Stuart would say, well, what about you read chapter 4 in the book and then we'll have another chat. Yeah, because chapter 4 really addresses the challenges that John has. So these are just two examples of authors and what that means to them. I could talk about my stories as well, but I really would like to give, and wanted to give you other examples. So how do you make it? Let's say you already created a number of blog posts or you already have a lot of content. Well, it can be relatively easy and straightforward. You put that together in a document and you complete it, you structure it, and then you basically you publish it on Kindle, on Amazon as a first step. Yes, I said that's not all, but you can actually also then print on demand if you are in the United States, or you can go to a printer. The key one I would say is watch out. You know the saying, that's why I'm saying that, the saying, don't judge the book by the cover. Well, that's exactly what's happening. So therefore, make sure you invest into the cover, the title, the subtitle, because they are critical. So it needs to be a compelling subtitle needs to be a strong title, and then obviously appealing cover, reflecting what you have to say. So that your target audience, the people you want to address and reach, are feeling addressed by the book and by the subtitle, and they buy it, they read it, and then reach out to you, and you make business out of that, or you improve your relationships with those people. So that's basically in a nutshell how you do it. If you want and need support in terms of supported self-publishing, then feel free to reach out, michaelalf.com, and just go to the services, the authority positioning, and we can have a chat how I might be able to help you to accelerate the whole process, and so that you can tap actually in the experience. Maybe you don't want to do it, or it's still too much, just reach out. And I would love to work with you and hear from you. So I just encourage you to get the book done. It makes a huge difference. I remember the first time I had my first book coming out of the box and having it in my hands. It was like a great feeling. Even the second and the third one is great, but the first one is something very, very special. So just get started, do this next step, and publish your book. It will be a life-changing experience one way or the other. And just as always, from my side, own your life, be kind, and be present. Thank you.